Good morning once again in continuation of chapter 4, which is the strength and weaknesses of Filipino character, a socio-cultural issue. So basically, we're down to our last subtopic, which is values education in schools. So I am here to discuss about values education in schools. So, values education in school is the teaching and learning of values as empathy, respect, responsibility, etc. in schools. Aims to feed moral development and ethical advances to array students and equip them with the skills to navigate complex social situations. So, so values education in school is was integrated into schools because student it helps students become a good people. It teaches important lessons like respect, honesty, kindness, and responsibility. This helps students make better choices, get along with others, and become responsible members of society. Schools also want to prepare students not just for academics but also for real life situation. So, DepEd vision is to help develop Filipinos who passionately love their country and whose values and competencies enable them to realize their full potential and contribute meaningfully to building the nation. So, the Department of Education, or DepEd, wants Filipinos to love their country, develop their full potential, and contribute to nation building. So, to achieve this, the Department of Education, or DepEd, make a core values that serve as a guide for students to develop good character and responsible citizenship. These values help shape individuals who contribute positively to society. So, the first is being makajos, or God-centered. This this value emphasizes faith, spirituality, and moral integrity. It encourages students to develop a deep respect for religious beliefs, practices, kindness, and show gratitude. Being makajos means having compassion, honesty, and doing what is right even when no one is watching. The second one is makatao, humane and people-centered. Being makatao means valuing and respecting others. This includes showing empathy, fairness, and kindness to everyone, regardless of differences. It promotes teamwork, honesty, and the protection of human rights. It also in a form of caring for and respecting others. So the third one is makakalikasan, or environmentally conscious. This value teaches students to care for and protect nature. It encourages practices such as recycling, conserving resources, and preventing pollution. Being makakalikasan means being responsible for our environment and ensuring that future generations can also enjoy healthy planet. So it is one of these protecting and caring for the environment, as I've said. So the fourth one is makabansa, or nationalistic and patriotic. So being makabansa is loving and serving the country. This includes respecting national symbols, following laws, and contributing to the nation's progress. It also promotes unity, cultural pride, and active participation in building a better society. So, however, there are challenges in our culture that make it difficult to strengthen these values such as self-centeredness, lack of discipline, colonial mentality, and the tendency to focus on appearance rather than substance. This makes hard in teaching values education, especially in schools, because as a Filipino, it is in our culture already, but we knew also there are ways to avoid these challenges. So, values education in the K-12 curriculum. Values education now called Edukasyon sa Pagpapakatao, which means ASP, was introduced as a separate subject in 1988 to 1990 under Dr. Lourdes Kisumbing. It was offered from grade 1 to 10 under the Values Education Framework. So in senior high school, grades 11 to 12, there is no subject specifically named Values Education or ESP. However, values are still taught in courses like Introduction to the Philosophy of the Human Person and Personal Development. So, Philippine schools should intensify values education in the curriculum. Why? Because this means that schools in the Philippines need to focus more on teaching good values to make students values like respect, responsibility, honesty, and kindness should be taught more effectively in classrooms, because by strengthening values education, Philippine schools can be Philippine schools can help students grow into good and responsible individuals who can make the country a better place. And values education framework was conceptualized in 1987. This means that in 1987, a plan was made to help schools uh, teach good values to students. It is served as a guide for schools to include values like honesty, respect, and responsibility in their lessons. The goal is to help students develop good character and become responsible members of society. And this framework ensures that values education is an important part of learning in schools. So, basic education curriculum from grades 1 to 6 and first year to fourth year high school in 2002 integrated values in the major learning areas or subjects. In 2002, values education was no longer a separate subject. Instead, good values like honesty, respect, and responsibility were included in different subjects such as math, science, and English. So, instead of having a separate class for values education, teachers started including values in all subjects. For example, in lesson science lesson about environment, students also learn about responsibility and caring for nature, di ba? Yes. This helps students learn good values and everyday lessons, making them more meaningful and connected to real life, as we all know. That's all. Thank you.